All we ever wanted to do was, play some nice music and make some people happy.
The memories are all good.
Like I said, we're like brothers from other mothers.
We got together, found a couple other guys, says, hey, let's start a band. It just seemed like the natural thing to do at the time. So we were just doing little gigs, not a Ukrainian band, just a band. We were doing little weddings and, some little clubs here and there.
Even 5 years old, I wanted to play music. So I knew the Stetchu family growing up. I knew John when he had his first rock and roll. I knew him. I was only 5 years old when he had his first rock and roll band.
My love for Ukrainian music started at my grandmother's house.
Nice thing is everybody's like family. We had gotten a job at Zoom here in Chicago, and the MC gentleman says, what's the name of your band? Yegvin Nazivaitis. I says, well, I don't know, Good Times. I didn't have a Ukrainian name for the band. So he goes, Good Times, Good Times, Good Times. He goes, all right. So he goes on to introduce us. He goes, Veselye Chasy. And from then on, that's what we became known as. So afterwards, we started getting more of these jobs. So I sat down with these guys and I says, if we're going to do this, we need to actually sit down and do some arrangements and work up some stuff and actually become a band that can play a few of these tunes.
It was always just to provide good music for the Hromada, for the Ukrainian public and the American public.
We have a little, a four-flat here in Ukrainian Village on Chicago Avenue, and one of the apartments in the back, one of the small apartments, and just took it and made it for the band. We played there for years. And my mother lived right upstairs, God bless her, but then she didn't mind. The house would rattle sometimes, but she was fine with it. Back in the day, when we actually got up and running, as Veselye Chasy, we were playing 50 to 75 jobs a year. We'd play Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and out of town, we'd go out of town 15 times a year. Montreal, Toronto, New York. We played for the parents, and now the children are getting married, and the parents says, hey, and the kids say, yeah, we'll hire them in.
By playing Ukrainian music and by spreading the Ukrainian culture through music, I think traveling around the United States and Canada, playing with the band, we were able to raise the level of Ukrainian music here in North America, and also keep alive some of the Ukrainian folk songs.
So I had gotten a call from Hollywood about that, and I said, yeah, sure, absolutely. Not just yes, but heck yes, we're going to do it, So we shot for a week. We were actually what they considered contract players. We weren't extras, The whole community was extras that were, there. And they got a little stipend that I think per day, and then, a lunch that they gave them. And that was nice. It felt pretty nice, to be recognized anyway for what you were doing. It keeps the community whole. It keeps the community alive. It keeps the community going. So you don't forget. You pass it along, from generation to generation, and everybody has to do their part their own way.
Is if young people are listening to this music, if they grow up on this music, and if they dance to this music and hold it in high regard, then later on in life they have a real appreciation for Ukrainian music.